Greetings, everyone. My name is Barbara Culberson, and I am the Program Manager for Family Strengthening Families. It is now time for our parenting question of the week. And our question this week is, what are teachable moments? What are teachable moments? And how can I maximize on those teachable moments? Let's just first start by talking about what a teachable moment is. A teachable moment is a moment in time that is favorable for learning something. It's a moment in time that is favorable for learning something, for teaching something, and most specifically today, we want to talk about the parent-child relationship, and this being when you have these teachable moments with your children. How do you know it's a teachable moment? Well, let's just look. There's an interest there. You know, sometimes they'll be asking questions. They'll start asking questions about something. Or they want to learn more about something, go into more detail. And so you answer this question and then they have another question. And so, and you can sense that the child is wanting to know more about this. These are teachable moments. There's no roadblocks for a shutdown in communication now. Whatever you're saying, they're soaking it in because they're questioning, they're thinking about this. Most of the time, when there are teachable moments, they are unplanned. Yeah, they're unplanned. So you have this moment in time where something is happening and the child starts asking questions and wanting to know more about something. Now, for a parent, sometimes this can be very challenging because you have to balance or juggle all these different aspects of your life. And so you may be getting ready to head off to work, or maybe you're just coming in from work and you're exhausted, or maybe, you know, you're helping to take care of an elderly relative or parent, another parent or something. And so you got all these things that we're juggling in life. And here's the child with these questions, you know, so it may not be the best time for you, but it's what's going on in that child's life and that child's mind at the time. And so you may not get that back because somebody else may feed some information in, and then you lose the ability to control the narrative on that. So what I want to say is a lot of times when these moments come, don't make it up. If you don't know the answer, you know, this could be an opportunity for you and the child to learn some things together, or for you to teach the child how to research if it's old enough to do some research and you research with them, you know. And so now we're finding out how to get to answers. But if you make it up, they're gonna know you're making it up. Okay. Kids have a way of just knowing, like, you know, just like we can tell when they're making up as they go along. We can, you know, like we can tell when they're lying, you know, so they can tell too. So you don't want to make up something just to satisfy them in the moment. You want to be giving them real answers to the level of their ability to understand that concept. And it may be that in the future you will continue to add another layer to that answer as they get older. But you want to make sure that you don't leave questions in the minds of a child when you have this opportunity for this teachable moment. Because especially when they begin to ask you questions, they may not come back to you again. If they ask you something and you don't give them a good answer or give them a half answer, then they may start looking to other sources for answers, because mama or daddy is not giving me good answers or truthful answers, or not taking time for me when I have this question. And to them, it's real. They're not concerned about you headed off to work. They're not concerned about that. They're concerned about, I got this thing that's troubling me and I want to know more about it. So we want to make sure that we maximize, we capitalize on those moments where we can, again, use those times to get our influence in, use those times to discuss, that topic in a way that would tie back to the values that you want your children to grow up knowing. And I want to just kind of say this. I saw this quote the other day, and it just been turning in me. And I'm just kind of read it to you. It says, sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. This is so true. When these teachable moments come, they are valuable. And if you miss that opportunity, you may not get that again. But if you get that opportunity and you use it wisely, then, this can make a great memory. I'm thinking about my great grandfather right now. When I was little, he taught me so many things. I got all these memories, but they all occurred in a moment in time. For example, I was being bullied at school, and I had to start wearing glasses, and so they was calling me cat eyes and four eyes. And so I told them I wanted to drop out of school. I was just done with school, and so he was started asking me little questions. And so I would say, well, I don't want to go back to school. And why is this happening? And so, I was telling him that they were picking at me, calling me four-eyed and cat-eyed. And I didn't really know what to do about that. So what I wanted to do was just leave them, miss me. I won't go around them. They won't come around me. And I just stay at home. And so he asked me a question. He began to teach me about myself. He said, well, when you wear your glasses, can you see the board? Yes, sir. When you don't wear your glasses, can you see the board? No, sir. So now that you got glasses, you can see the board. Your problem is solved. So they're the only ones with the problem. He gave me a whole nother perspective in a teachable moment. When it came to bullying, he gave me a whole nother perspective about who I am. He told me I was a beautiful young little girl. He told me that. He told me that nobody else could be me. And he was so glad and so proud that I was his great grandchild. That I had started off the next generation of people in our family. And so, he had me so hyped up. And it all came from a teachable moment. And you see how I remembered all of that? I don't have him anymore, but I have those memories. And he helped me to become who I am as a person from a teachable, not just one, but many teachable moments. Until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.